So there you have it. All 101 pages. How did you guys like that one? I liked it. I think it was cool that I get to do this little reaction part with you, because I only read the first act, and now I got to read the rest with you. As you guys got to hear it, I got to hear it. So this is pretty awesome stuff. I really hope this movie gets made. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. So, with that, Creed Week is coming to an end. And this December 12th marks the end of Volume 1 of Season 4 of Rambomania. Season 4, Die for Nothing. So, or Die for Something, sorry. Yeah, so this is, we got some outtakes coming up, and I think we might, if we have time, we might do a little, re-release of some of the lost episodes that YouTube has taken down. In the event we don't get to, that noise you're hearing is just me rewinding up to the top of the script. In case, anyway, in case we don't get to those, we'll do them later on, but we have a bunch of stuff that we want to re-upload. We got a bunch of episodes that were taken down by YouTube, so we're going to re-edit them, new versions of them, put them up. The only other way you can get them is if you order the box sets, the Rambomania box sets, and we'll get those. We can get those out to you as well. But yeah, this is pretty fantastic. This was pretty good. So Mr. LeMay, thank you for sharing this with us. This was just fantastic. I hope this gets made. I hope this little thing that we've done here tonight helps to get this made. Helps people, take the time to come out and read this and show some love for it and get this, get this onto the big screen, onto the silver screen, because it's a pretty, how do you say that? Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. So like I said, with that, this is the end of Creed Week 2. Man, it's been a long ride, a great ride. I want to thank all our Creed Week guests from last time, from the first half of this, if you go back, way back into Season 3 and listen to those 7 hours of stuff. And I want to thank, Alex for coming on this time with us and doing the second half, the Creed Week 2. It's just been fantastic, and you guys are the best. So, when we come back for December 12th, we're going to finish off the season. We're going to do a little outtakes and a little Volume 1, Season 4, Volume 1 finale. And if we can, we'll do some of those uploads. We'll do some of those re-ups. If not, we'll save them for the end. But I'm pretty confident, if time allows it, because I work a lot now, so getting everything ready. Like this one, this one's late too. Time it's always a battle against time. So if we have enough time, we'll do that. If not, then c'est la vie. But this is a great, it's going to probably take place within a day or two of the same week of Creed Week 2. So, that's that. Plus, we got to kick into Volume 2 of Season 4's Die for Something, which is going to kick off with the by request. Finally, we're going to get to by request, everyone's requests, and we're going to jump into the Mike Chapman unboxings finally, and Mike Chapman has reserved to be here. So for those 12 days of Christmas going into the holiday season, it's going to be fantastic. Then we might do a little birthday special and a New Year's special. Then we're going to jump the gap between Rambo 3 and Rambo 4. And in January, we're going to hook up with Wildman Beyond, hopefully, for some supporting Rambo and the anniversary of Rambo 4. And hopefully we can do the Rambo 4 review at that time. Like, do the whole, everything Rambo 4 related that week. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to get back on track and sharing everything with you. So, next time is the Volume 1 finale of Season 4. And then we're going to come back with the Volume 2 premiere and the by request. So coming up next, we got these some really funny outtakes and some, the season finale. How we usually do it. So I'm going to stop bantering now because I've been chewing off your ear for almost 7 hours. And you guys at home, you guys take it easy. Hopefully we'll get those re-ups up. But if we don't get the re-uploads up, we'll do them later. I promise you at some point in time we'll do it. And even if we don't do it right away, we're still doing some of them. Like the David Morrell one, the last part was taken down. The First Blood review, our first review ever that we did back in Season 1. But I'm going to be re-releasing that as a whole, because when we did it on the show, it was kind of scattered out, here and there. It was like scattered, it was just pretty scattered. Like we did like a couple of parts, and then we cover a couple of stories, and then we come back and do another couple of parts, then cover some stories, then come back and finish it off. So I thought it would be great to re-release that as one long take for you guys, one selection. Yeah, so without titles on it, like without separate titles on it, it will all be the same title, which is like 1 of 13 or 14 or however many it was. And also the Rambo 3, when we get to the jump section, the Rambo 3 to 4 jump, we're going to reissue the Rambo of Arabia review, because last time we did it, I fucked it up really bad. It was a really long review, but I fucked up a lot of parts in it, so I want to kind of go back and take out some of it, because it was called the Third Blood special, like the whole special. So a lot of people got confused because they didn't know which parts were Rambo of Arabia, because they were like thrown in there, and they didn't know which parts were about the original version and intended for Rambo 3, the South America one. So I was like, okay, well, you know what? We'll just go back and we'll redo them for you. We'll just re-edit them, put the proper title on it so you guys can see exactly what was going on there. So maybe we'll do those back to back, and maybe we'll do something with Slidecast for the First Blood reissue, seeing how we got that too. And that kind of fits into there. And ironically, in the same month, at the same time as we'll be doing all of this, it's weird. We'll kind of be touching on the whole trilogy, because David Morrell will be here himself to talk about First Blood 2, First Blood Part 2, the reissue for Rambo, which he's got a whole bunch of new stuff coming out. A whole bunch of new Rambo. And just with this First Blood reissue that I recently got from David, signed from David, all the extra stuff in there was amazing. Like 100 pages of new stuff. So I can't wait to see what the next 100 pages is going to look for Rambo 2, because he just really changes your perception on everything. And to see some of these things like Rambo as a greaser, and the original start to the book and how the book kind of originally looked, and some places, that the book was based on, everything like that. It was just fabulous. It's just wow, some of the production art and everything. So yeah, you really wow. Check if you haven't been able to check out or pick that up, the First Blood reissue. The sad part is they're discontinued now. There was only like 52 copies of them, but you never know. Maybe you can, if you write to David, maybe he'll hook you up with something, or you could just watch our show, and if you go back and check out our First Blood reissue episode, a couple of episodes back, then you can see it for yourself, what was in there. But definitely looking forward to talking to Mr. Morell again. I can't wait for that because, wow, I get like a little schoolgirl every time I talk to him. You know, I get all giddy and like, hee hee hee. The man is so awesome. The man is so awesome. And, you know, just a lot of cool stuff he does for us fans, you know. He let Flooding with Love for the Kid come out, and he put his support behind Wallace Lee's project. We're going to be talking with Wallace Lee soon about the sequel to his Year One called Baker Team coming out. Can't wait to get that. Can't wait to get my hands on that. But yeah, so David's really been kind of coming around and really showing his appreciation to the fans, and I really love that. So I can't wait to sit down and talk to him about Rambo 2. So technically, in a way, in January, because the Rambo 4 stuff, I'm going to try to do it all in 1 week as one big giant special. But leading up to that, we're going to do that 20-year jump. So we'll be talking about the trilogy. We'll also be talking about the trilogy books. The author of the books will be here, Mr. David Morell himself, creator of Rambo. And at the same time, we get to look at the box sets and the DVDs and all that stuff. You know, the Blu-rays, everything. Last time David was here, we were talking about the Blu-rays. And this time, we're going to review the Blu-rays.